Hello, ma'am. Miss, are you okay? Who are you? Just a concerned person passing by. You look a little down. Oh, I'm down on the ground. I'm a little depressed, actually. Something happened? You really want to know? So long as all I have to do is listen. Well, I'm Yuri. Nice to meet you, and I'm going to get married. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Sumio Mondo. Just Sumio's okay. Thank you, Sumio. So what's got you depressed? Shouldn't you be happy? Women aren't that simple. That's true. They're very sophisticated and complex to understand. Will you sit? Okay. Your fiance. That's right. It's odd. He seems very kind. So tomorrow's the big day. I imagine it took him a lot of work to plan a wedding on this island. Really? Of course. I think you found a good man to marry. Must be very happy. Really? Yep. You won't find a man like that again. Take me, for instance. I can't even meet the lady I want to meet. Why not? Ah, never mind. It's a long story, isn't it? I can tell. It's not important. But still, I'm worried. About what? Ever since we came here, Sage has been acting strange. He's been so distant. Please, Simeo, would you go talk to him for me? Me? I'm not sure that I should get involved. Please, Simeo, you're my only hope. Why do people keep saying that to me? Very well, then. Sage is in the church. He's in there so he can think alone. I was told that I shouldn't bother him, so I can't do anything. Oh, boy. Please, Simeo. Ugh. Yeah, sure, I guess. Alright, Seiji, let's chat. I don't talk to strangers, but, hey. Hey, you got a moment? Who are you? Name's Sumio Mondo. You're Seiji, right? That's right. And? The little lady outside is waiting for you to come back to her. You mean Yuri? Little lady, huh? You're getting married tomorrow. Congratulations. Something wrong? It's finally happening. Tomorrow. Like I asked. Something wrong with that? No. Well, that is when it's scheduled for. Scheduled? I don't like the sound of that. I'm thinking about it too much. I'm getting scared. Getting married is a bigger step than I anticipated, you know? You've got the bachelor blues, huh? That means you're weak. Say whatever you like. Yuri's the one who wanted to get hitched in a church, so that we'd remember it forever. I was against the idea. Oh? I thought you suggested that you hold the ceremony here. That's what Yuri wants to believe. She's pushing her ideals onto me. You just need to live up to them. I can't. It's just how I am, I think. People always say that to me. How do you think? How do you think, exactly? Oh, you would understand. You're not helping me out here. You see, you're getting angry with me. That's what people always say to me. I can't say I understand. With each passing day, I'm losing my confidence is all. Confidence that everything will be okay if we get married. It's a bit late for that now. Look at this. Uh-huh. An organ? Yeah, give him a look at it. It's not every day you get a chance to see a church organ this close. I guess. So it was you I heard playing, was it? Pretty good. I hate it. Now what? The sound, the music. I hate it. Really? It sounded pretty good to me. No, it wasn't. I'm staking everything on this piece of music. If I can play it well, if you can play it well, then I'll find the confidence to make Yuri happy. That's what I feel inside. Leaving it up to the organ, huh? It's pretty pathetic, too. Sticks and stones, Sumio. That's why I was trying to retune the organ. Lost my paper, the registration noted on it. Registration? Adjusting the tonal pitch. There's a panel on the back. You need to put numbers in using that. I've heard that this church has a traditional tuning they always use. I guess the setting has been changed. Okay, I see where this is going. You do? I do. You want to tune the organ to the traditional settings used in this church. Correct? That's right. But it doesn't matter now. I'll find it for you. The tuning that you seek. Find it. You? It may take a little while. You think you can do it. You don't have to do this for me or anything. Hey, don't get me wrong here. I'm not doing this for you, but for your sweet little lady. I'll help you find your confidence. You're very kind, Sumio. I've heard that before, too. Dun dun. Strange pair. Must be something that attracted them here, then. You need to give this guy the confidence to wed his love. Uh-huh. I do actually remember. Okay, there's the church. There we go. Sweet Army of the Dulciana organ setting. 004432 000. Bingo. Hooray, you did it. Thank you, Mr. Mondo. I did it. I played it. How blessed is the sound. Now I'm sure. I know. See how happy you and the little lady are going to be. Even if you don't mean that. Thanks. I mean everything I say. I promise you. I'm the first person to say they will be happy. Would you please come to the wedding? Of course. I'd be delighted. It's a promise. Yep, that's a promise. Of course you can promise that. It's scheduled for tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. But I do. Thank you, Mr. Mondo. Anytime. I guess now I go have a chat with the sweet little lady. Oh, there you are. And then we're gonna watch the plane explode in the background. Hello again, little lady.
Ah, Simio. What did Seiji say?
Don't worry. You don't have to worry about him anymore. I killed him. He's a fine young man. A little pathetic at times, but...
What? Don't talk about him like that. How dare you say that? I hate people who say bad things about others.
Hey, calm down.
Is Seiji really okay?
He's fine. Really, really fine.
Really, really, really?
As many reallys as you want.
Phew, that's good news. Thank you, Simio. I feel so much better.
Me too.
Seiji and I, we raised in an orphanage.
Sounds like a depressing story, so don't tell it.
It isn't depressing, not at all. I'm proud of it. We made a promise with each other that we'd become the happiest people in the world. Happier than anyone else.
You've really brightened up, haven't you?
That's right. You have to live happy or you're wasting your life.
Now that's something to live by.
That's why we want everyone's blessing.
Well, you have mine.
Really? Really, really?
Really.
It makes me happy.
Your hubby-to-be invited me to the wedding, actually.
Hey, he can't do that.
He can't?
It's just going to be the two of us. I can't make an exception, even for you, Sumio. No one is going to come between us.
Oh, well.
But thank you again. I'm sure everyone in the orphanage would bless us too.
Are they coming?
No, no one is coming. They're all stars in the night sky now, after all.
They are?
They watch over us, always.
Can I ask you one more thing, little lady?
Sure.
Just where were you raised?
The shelter.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's where I was going. Shelter.
That's right, we're shelter kids.
And then you're boom. All right. Yeah, the adventures of Chris and little girl named Kasabi. Oh, she's gonna run into the couple now. Yeah.
Aha, this way. Chris, you can't open the door. It's locked, dummy. Chris! Hey, wait!
Oh, actually, no, there's a gap underneath the door. Chris could probably just fit right under.
Congratulations! Thank you, pretty little girl.
Thank you, black-haired little girl.
I hope you're both very happy.
Huh?
So what are you doing? We have your blessing, don't we?
Look at Chris just going in circles, just like, hey, I'm a gator. Well, you finally copped Chris, so I mean, hey, that's something. And that's the end of that chapter. Welcome back. Oh, what a lovely couple. I gave them a helping hand, too. I held up the train on Yuri's wedding dress. I'm quite exhausted. After all, I had to train very hard. I need to get breakfast ready. I shall be waiting with a smile at the front desk. Really? Are you going to get breakfast ready? Because if you are, for who? Who are you getting breakfast ready for, huh? I would love to know. Rhapsody in Blue. I don't know what that means. I would love to know who it is you're getting breakfast ready for. I would love to know how to get in on that action. Because I ain't getting shit around here. Good morning, Mr. Mondo. Your breakfast is ready. I'm sure it is. We'll be waiting for you. Motherfucker, it has been like 8 or 9 days. Slide out of bed if you have to. Stick your arms out and catch yourself. Do something, you fucking... you pissed me off. Those two. Quite a couple. Living so strong amidst so much sadness. Finding that glimmer of hope. I almost feel jealous of them. I'd like to watch over them. And I pray, at the bottom of my heart, their happiness. Seiji and Yuri. Hopefully I'll see them again soon. But, just what is a shelter kid? Ugh, coffee's bitter today. Alrighty. Well, with that, I am going to save. And with that, I am going to wrap up this recording session here for today. This game, it's got some good moments, but God, there's a lot of irritating moments. It's I don't like fully hate it, right? It's not like it's agonizing to keep going through it. The game itself is easy enough. Obviously I've gotten a little help with the guide I have. But like I said, the guide I have pulled up doesn't just give me the solution straight up. I have like the hints page pull up where it's just like, all right, think about this, right? Think about this. And I'm like, oh, think about this. Or it's like, look at this page. Just look at it and, you know, see what you think of, right? So that's been nice to have, but like, legitimate, I don't know if I'd be able to have gotten this far in the game without the guide, honestly. But even taking that into consideration, I don't know, this game's not bad. Let's say I don't want to say it's bad, but God, it definitely pales in comparison to the Silver Case for sure. I'm very interested. I just really want to find out how this connects back to Morishima, right? I don't know. So obviously they said that Peter guy is a very important person, right? They said he's someone who thinks he's met this Sumio before, which obviously leads me to believe that's a certain person, especially when there's a young girl walking around with the name Kasabi. Obviously I can't help but be a little you know, suspicious of that, but a little bit like, oh, what's going on here, huh? So that's interesting, but also this Steven Chardboner guy really looks a lot like Morishima, to the point where I'm pretty sure that's who it is, and he's using a pseudonym, right? Because the first time I saw the image for Mr. Chardboner, I started talking with the voice I give Morishima, because I could have swore that's who it was going to be. But he was like, no, I'm Steven Chardboner. Then I'm like, oh, I guess that's not who I thought it was. And then they said he was French, so I'm like, I mean, if it's secretly Morishima who's undercover as a French person, the bad French accent it fits perfectly in my opinion. But yeah, overall, the game is interesting enough to keep me invested in what happens next, right? I'm not bored with it. I'm not sitting here like, yeah, fucking let's wrap this up. And the game isn't agonizingly awful. It's just that some of their puzzles are really fucking stupid at times. And sometimes the moments of, no, don't go, even though this character told you that like, oh, here's this thing, don't go straight for that thing. No. You gotta go talk to this guy first. You wouldn't think to talk to this guy first, because it seems pretty obvious what you should do, but no, go talk to this guy first, and then double back, and then go here, and then run around. A lot of back and forth, and I realize that's kind of good for the gameplay because there's like the search mechanic that recharges with your steps. I don't know the exact number. I know after so long the thing recharges. I assume that has something to do with the steps. So there's that. So I guess, running around is overall good for the gameplay if you're trying to like really search for these lost and found items. Also, the lost and found items just being randomly throughout the map is kind of something, right? Like, just take this last one for example, right? The one with the one with the candles. Let me see if I can find their location. The one with the candles. Yeah, one of those lost and found puzzles was nowhere in the area where you would be. One of them I just missed, yes, because it was the first palm tree to the right of the church. So that one's on me, I guess. But yeah, one of them was by the roof door. There was a puzzle up there on the roof door. At no point in the story did I go to the roof door. So it's like they fully expected me to just wander around, right? They fully expected me to just wander around and try to find the thing. So I guess I understand why there's a lot of doubling back and a lot of walking around. If walking is what refills that search counter. But still, it's a bit much. Also, that one for the where pi was the answer, they didn't want just 3.14. They wanted, what is this, 10 fucking digits? Yeah, no, they wanted fucking pi to like the 9th place, right? They wanted 3.141592653. They wanted all that. I can give you 1415. I can't give you much else after that. So that's something, and oh my good lord. So just looking at these lost and found puzzles, it looks like I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more chapters. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 8 more chapters. There are still 8 more chapters in this. Holy shit. Okay, so apparently I'm looking at this thing where it says like after so many steps you'll unlock things, right? So after 5,000 steps, you'll get 10 uses. Instead of 5, you get 10 uses on your search system. When you hit 10,000 steps, you'll get 15. When you get 20,000 steps, you'll get 20, right? When you hit 30,000, you get 25 uses and also cuts down the rate of recharge. When you get 40,000, you get 50 uses. When you get 50,000, sound test mode open. I don't know what that means. After 75,000 steps, you get the option to move faster. You get the option to move faster. You have to walk 75,000 steps to essentially get a sprint button, which is fucking crazy. And then at 100,000 steps, you get infinite uses of the search system. Yeah, no, I'm not. That's the thing. If I were like hunting down every lost and found item, it would probably, I could probably get those kind of numbers. I'm not going to do that. Well, I imagine if you're looking for the lost and found items, especially and you don't have a guide and you're just walking all over the hotel, I'm sure you could rack up those numbers. I'm sure you could. Yeah, but like I said, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. It's either going to be a quick transition or a new video, but regardless, I'll see y'all in the next recording session. Until then, peace. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to some more Flower, Sun, and Rain. In the previous recording session, we kicked this all off, and this game's been interesting for sure. I was actually looking into this game a bit in between recording sessions, and I found this review of it that I felt like describes it really perfectly, how this game is somehow both painstakingly boring yet at the same time incredibly interesting. Because like it is very interesting, but the process of going through it is very rough at times, and I feel like if I weren't invested from knowing, you know, the context of the first game and how some of that applies to this game, you know, I definitely wouldn't be as invested as I am, which led me to discover something really fucking wild that I didn't expect, and that's the fact that this game was the first game in the series to get localized, which is absolutely wild to me, because I feel like there's no point in playing this game if you don't understand any of the backstory behind it. I mean, even knowing the backstory behind it doesn't really clarify much, but it allows you to be a bit more invested in it, right? So the fact that this was the first game to get localized is so wild, because playing this not knowing anything about how anyone or anything is connected to this game is, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. And I can't imagine this game actually holding your attention if you don't know, anything you're looking forward to, right? Like, I know I'm looking forward to how this, resolves and how it connects back to previous game and the later game, right? But the fact that this was the first game to get localized is wild. Like, did the West, were visual novels just that unpopular in the West at the time? Is that the case? Because I don't understand how this one would be the first one. It just doesn't make sense. The other two, like, Silver Case, really enjoyed it. And then, so far, the bit that I've played of the 25th Ward, definitely a superior experience to this game, right? I can already say that much. So I gotta imagine it's just because they thought that the visual novels wouldn't perform well in the West at the time. But even still, the fact that you would choose to localize this game and not anything else is just so wild, so fucking crazy. I can't imagine that. But anyway, where we left off, the previous request. Oh, what was the previous request? Right. The marriage thing. The guy was. Wait, is my cursor showing? Okay, good. Yeah, the guy was getting married, and then we fixed the organ, and somehow that made them. That cleared up all his doubts he had on getting married somehow. And then, of course, the time loop started over again. And, yeah. Now we're waking up, ready for another day in the time loop. So by all means, let's just jump into it, shall we? Good morning, Mr. Mondo. Your breakfast is ready. It's never ready. You lie to me, Edo. You lie to me. There's never any breakfast. The breakfast is a lie. I'm sure it is. We'll be waiting for you. Motherfucker. Anyway, I'm gonna eat the floor real quick. That's my breakfast. Those two. Wait a couple. Living so strong amidst so much sadness, finding that glimmer of hope. I almost feel jealous of them. I'd like to watch over them. And I pray from the bottom of my heart for their happiness. Seijin Yuri. Hopefully I'll see them again soon. But what is this shelter kid? Ugh, coffee's bitter today. Alright. Forgot I have to use arrow keys. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with the lost and found items. Well, okay, I'll look at it in case I stumble upon them, right? I'll look at it, just in case. Let's not be a quitter now, huh? In what year was the Cana del Cazet Church remodeled to its current appearance? Okay. Church remodel, okay. In what year were the two highways crossing Lost Pass Island, Past Highway and Lost Highway completed? Okay. So the first two are just years. Church year and highway year, which should be able to look that up. Ella King model. What does that mean? Wait, is this just all the numbers added up? 12 2 is 14, 7 is 21, 29, 11, 12, 21. Okay, yeah, so that's just adding the numbers up. So if it's number 3, I'm going to need what? 32? 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 18 is 28, 28 plus 4 is 32. Okay. So 3 is 32 if I stumble upon it. Gotcha. So church year, highway year, and 32. We'll see if we can remember that. Anything in the room? Nothing in the room. Gotcha. Anything in my bathroom? Like, I know I've already found something in my bathroom, but you never know. You never know. They might go ahead and try to slip another one in the bathroom. You never know. You always gotta be on the lookout. Oh, 5,000 steps. Search system max up. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was reading into, right? About how like with the as the steps go up, you know, you get upgrades to your search system, and apparently, I can't. Is it like 10,000 steps? Is 10,000 steps where you get like the one where it's like the maximum upgrade? Actually, I think it says so in this guide here. I want to see if I can find it. No, it is 100,000. I thought that was what it was. I'm like 10,000 seems. Yeah, no, it's 100,000 steps, and you get infinite uses on your search system. At 10,000 steps, it just goes up to 15 instead of 10. It goes up with 5 every. It goes up like 5 every time. 20,000 is 20. 30,000 is 25. Yeah, no, it takes 100,000 steps to get infinite uses. Also, yeah, at 75,000 steps, 75,000 steps, you get a sprint button. It takes 75,000 steps to get a sprint button. I hate that. I genuinely hate that. 75,000 steps. Like, I just hit 5,000 steps. Going based off of like how the chapters are ordered, just looking at the guide, right? It looks like I'm like halfway through this game. I'm like halfway through this game and I just hit 5,000. I just hit 5,000, right? And like, even if I were to go back and like try to find out all the various, lost and found items, like, I don't even think I did 100,000 then. Like, you would genuinely have to grind out for 100,000. Like, I think the only way you would hit 100,000 is if you didn't have a guide and still tried to find all the lost and found items. I think that's what it would take. I think that's truly what it would take to get that 100,000, or even up to 75,000. It's just randomly exploring the area, right? Until, you found stuff. Because like me, I've been looking at a guide. Well, I haven't even been looking at a guide for locations, right? I've been looking at a guide when it comes to like various answers, right? Where it just gives me hints like, think about this, or maybe take a look in the guidebook, buddy. But like, imagine just going room to room, right? Imagine playing this game, you go room to room, and eventually you run out of steps, so you have to recharge your shit, and you have to just like, I don't know, run into a corner, right? Because look, my steps go up. This recharges things. I don't know. It's 75,000 steps. Because yeah, that is something I had saw before, which is that's just wild. It's just wild that 75,000 steps, you get a sprint button. Something that I feel like that should be like behind like story progression. I feel like the moment you can like leave the hotel, the moment you can get down to the lobby, right? Which honestly has been fairly recent in the game, but I feel like at that point, like, I feel like it should be a story progression thing. I feel like the moment I'm able to like get to the lobby and move freely outside and whatnot, like, I should be allowed to fucking run around. I should not have to do, what is that? Not quite 12? Is that 12 times the number? 5? No, that'd be 6,000. That'd be 60,000. 15. I have to do 15 times the amount of walking that I've already done. I have to do 15 times the amount of walking I've already done just to get a sprint button. That's fucking insanity. Anyway, there's nothing in the lobby. Leave. Do I have to go talk to Ed? Yo, Ed. Ring, ring, motherfucker. Bring me breakfast. Fuck. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Mondo. Ed, did I make it in time for breakfast? Mr. Mondo, just how long do you intend to hang around here? The bomb is not to wait for you. Calm down and formulate your sentences properly. If you don't move quickly, the terrible will be an explosion. Okay, okay, calm down. You really don't want me to eat breakfast, do you? Let me go in then. Have a good day. Man, fuck you, Ero. This time he doesn't even make an excuse like, oh, you just missed it. It's like, yeah, can I have breakfast? Bomb. Go bomb. Bomb now. Go bomb. Get bomb. Stop bomb. Stop bomb. And it's like, okay, dude, you can just say no. Like, I get it. You just say no. Asshole. We out here, back on the trail. What's good, fellas? See, I'm just saying, look at all this walking I have to do. Because I have to go to this gate, and then there's another road I have to go down to get to the next gate. And I'm just saying, I should have a sprint button by now. I'd say if you're going to program a sprint button into the game, it should be a story progression. After I've unlocked so much area to explore, I should be allowed to just fucking go. I should just be allowed to press the button and fucking book it. I'm just saying. Anyway, this door's open. Oh, car accident. Cool. Oh no, I was gonna take that bus to the airport. Whatever will I do now? Well, yeah, okay, there's the story progression thing. Thanks, game. Whoa, nice driving. I wonder if the driver's okay. I gotta tell someone about this. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? And I get it. Part of this game is the fact that it's a giant walking simulator, right? Pretty much all you do is walk around, interact, walk around, right? I get it. Jesus Christ, the amount of backtracking is insane. Especially when there's no goddamn sprint button. Well, there is, but I'd have to walk into a corner for like 5 hours before I got a goddamn sprint button. Well, no, not even 5 hours, because guess what? I hit 5,000 steps after 6 hours. It took me 6 hours of doing this game to get 5,000 steps. Not even another 5 hours would get me to 75,000. Like, shit, I'd have to, like, that'd be some shit, like, I throw on a YouTube video in the background, right? Or just a playlist of videos, like, one's not even gonna cover it. I could put on a fucking 10-hour this song on repeat video and still wouldn't hit fucking 70,000. Nah, if I put on, like, a playlist of fucking videos that last for, like, days on end, and then maybe, after, like, a week of grinding this out, I could probably hit 70,000. Anyway, Edo, there's a fucking car crash. Give me breakfast. Comfortably dressed person. Anything I can help you with, Mr. Mondo? No, nothing. As you wish. Then who the fuck am I supposed to tell about the car accident? I should tell someone. Definitely not the owner of the hotel, though. What, am I supposed to go to the church then? Am I supposed to go tell the people in the church? Hey, church people, there's an accident up there. And they're like, well, what do you want us to do about it? I don't know. I was gonna tell someone who I thought had some authority around this place, but he said he wasn't interested, so I guess I'll go fuck myself. God damn it. Also, the fact that this shit is not perfectly in line, so he constantly strays to the fucking left as I walk. Like, I'm holding forward, and he just, like, slowly meanders to the right. And if I get too far to the right, he just kind of bugs me. Like, obviously, it doesn't slow my progress if he gets too far to the right, but it's annoying. I guess I'll go tell the people at the church. I guess I'll go tell the happy couple that there's been a car accident. Oh, the gate's locked now. I'm getting that DS feeling. What do you mean? Number 1. Okay. That was the church year. What year was it remodeled? Page 10. 1954.
Final answer.
Okay, well, that's just the ticket. That's just the ticket. So who the fuck am I supposed to tell about this? Who the fuck am I supposed to inform about? Oh, do I just... Oh. Oh. Excuse you? Am I right back to the, hotel? I am right back to the hotel. I walked away... I walked the opposite direction from the... No, I walked... Right? I walked the opposite direction from the car accident, but I was still on the main road. And it led me back to the hotel. Okay, who do I tell about this? Who am I supposed to tell about this? Was I supposed to investigate the car crash even further? Because clearly Edo doesn't give a shit. Okay, there's nothing around here. Let me go try to investigate the car crash even further. Because, like, I don't... I should go tell someone about this. Who? Who? Right? Like, who? You're gonna have to give me more information than that. You can't just say, oh, you should go investigate further. Because... Brother, that doesn't do anything for me. Okay, but that's an interesting thing to note, is the fact that if I walk down that dirt road the opposite direction of that car crash, it'll take me right back to the hotel without having... Well, I guess it wouldn't be that long of a fucking walk anyway. It's either go that way or go that way. Or if I investigate again, it's the same dialogue. I ought to tell someone about this. Tell who? Now, see, yeah, if I walk this direction, the opposite direction of the car crash... Oh. Is that not what I did the first time? Oh, that isn't what I did the first time. Okay.